everybody, it's Brooke from the Junk Parlor. Welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we are heading up north. We're going to Antiques, Iowa. We're going to Jewell, to my father's daughter's vintage, and JB Knacker / Gin and Tarnish. So I have something to give my friend at my father's daughter's vintage, and then JB Knacker is closing. So she's having a 50% off sale. This is her last weekend, and then she is going to move into like an old schoolhouse that somebody lives in. They Airbnb it. It's Milford's house, I think. I'll put all the details of the shops that I go to and the Milford house down in the description if you want to go down there and check that out. But she's gonna have monthly sales at this place. And so she's wanting to clear out because she sold her building. And then she tells me about a thrift store in the area. So I hit that place up on my way home. And then in my mind, I was going to go to another place in Ames on the way home, but I was just ready to be home. I was hungry. I hadn't had anything to eat other than like a Fit Crunch bar, which if you haven't had a Fit Crunch bar, the peanut butter, they are amazing, but I was just ready to be home. I had a great day. All of the things that I picked up today will be for sale on my website at thejunkparlor.com. So something new I'm doing in 2025 is when a video goes live, the items that I have picked up from my haul portion of the video are going to be listed over at thejunkparlor.com. So let's watch some footage from shopping, and then at the end, we will do a haul. All right, we are outside Antiques, Iowa. I'm going here today, and then I'm hitting up a couple shops in Jewell. One of my girlfriends is closing her brick and mortar, and then she's gonna do occasional shops in a different location, so she's having a massive blowout sale. And another shop in Jewell, I need to drop something off that she purchased from me, so that's what we're doing today. Some really good art pieces up here at the front. This one, I don't like as much. This one is only $35 and it is really good. I think that is, what do you call them, a hedge ball? They're supposed to help keep mice away. This one is $50. And then this skyscape is $49, or not skyscape, cityscape. And this one is a little bit scary. What do you think? Oh my gosh, look at this. $685 mid-century Murano lamp, 1950s. I've never seen anything like that. So you got glass flowers, pearl beads for the center, and looks like it's on chicken wire. That is a heck of a lampshade. So if you watched one of my last videos, there was a bunch of President Avon bottles, aftershave bottles at the thrift store. This one, they repriced it for $19. I think that's what it says, maybe 14, I can't read. And then they forgot to take off the thrift store price, but they only have Lincoln here, so I don't think it's the same ones that I saw. Kind of a scary horse pipe. Actually an Avon bottle, which I have never seen these before, but they have $7 each on them. Oh, this is a beautiful mirror with a metal brass frame, and it's beveled. They've got $85 on it. Now this is cool. I love the shape of it. A wine bottle holder, $37.50. It's very cool. Wow, look at this tramp art box. It's got MS, SR, like senior. Looks like it has a pin cushion here on the top. It's $125, monogram, green velvet top. Oh, I think that's gonna spill when I move it. So let's move it first. Oh, and then I just saw something else kind of cute. But look at that. So good. And I do love the green. I love dark green. Okay, well, let's see if I can even open it. There we go. Oh my gosh, it has a mirror on the inside and it's papered. That's really cool. more than I want to spend, but I'm guessing if you had the right market, you could actually make money off of this. I mean, that's so cool. And then when I was putting that plate down, I saw these little shoes. Child Slippers Asia. I thought maybe they were a pincushion, but they're not, obviously. $20. Ooh, the deer caught my eye on this. It says box with deer on lid, $9.50. How does it open? Oh, there we go. It's got a wood interior, so does that mean it was for tobacco? And is that a picture? It is a picture. Interesting. Kind of like it for $9.50. Okay, what are these? It's an elephant. Can you see that? Its trunk. And then this one is a leopard or cheetah or something. Let's see. They are a pair for $24.50. I don't really like the leopard one as much. That does look like a signature in there, but the elephant is really cool. Also a signature. Does that say 1976? It's so hard. Okay, they have this little, I'm gonna say ceramic figurine marked as a horse, but I'm almost thinking it's a giraffe. It is marked a W Stone, and it's only $15. My mother-in-law loves giraffes. I don't quite get a horse out of that. What do you think? Tell me down in the comments. Wow, look at that blue color. It's amazing. Looks like they have $2.49 on this piece, but it is good. A wine bottle and a pitcher, awesome, and the feather is a nice touch. And then she put some things in a jug up here with a feather. Just adds a nice touch to her displays. I have never seen a lamp like this, so the shade definitely doesn't go, but it's got like a built-in, what do you even call it, like a moat. It's $3.95. It says Van Briggle table lamp mid-century modern. So I love the matte finish on it. I'm loving this duck, although I haven't found a price for it. And then this artwork, oh my gosh, I think it's a pastel. The colors on it are absolutely amazing, and they have $85 on it. Hulk hands look like he's doing paper, rock, scissors. This sign would be so fun in a kitchen or dining room. It says Supreme Feeding Systems. Awesome. This is looking like a fun breadboard. See, they've got the spatula in front of it. It's only $4. Kind of has like a strawberry top on it here. It's only $8. I think that's a good deal. It's a nice thick one. This looks like a good owl. It says as is 1940s. So was it a light? It looks like it screwed into something, a lamp cover. It's very interesting. If you know what it was, please tell me down in the comments. I like it just for a figurine. I feel like pretty much every booth has some kind of discount running right now in the month of January. I have never seen so many school bells out shopping, but there have been a million of them. Some big school ones like this with brass and wood, and some all brass, but they are everywhere in here. Oh my goodness, this thing is cute. It says it's a 1950s toy horse for $3.49. Mobo, I think, but it is amazing. The tires, the wheels are still good even. It's crazy. So I ended up looking this up, and it's a Willard stone, and then it was produced by Francoma Pottery. And I mean, there was one that sold for like $38, I think, but the rest of them were listed at like $145 or more. So I guess it is a pretty sought out piece, and it is a mare and colt. So I was wrong about the giraffe. It's not really calling my name, so I'm just gonna leave it for someone else. Okay, I feel like I got the wind windblown look. So I only got one thing, and part of the reason is because this opened earlier, but I'm really headed to Jewell. And so since Brenda's not going out of business. Okay, so I think my phone must have hooked up to my truck and then no sound got recorded. But in summary, I'm saving my money for Brenda's shop since she is moving and trying to get rid of everything, hence having a very big sale. I have to drive back by the mall anyway, so if I don't spend a lot of money at Brenda's, I can come and purchase a couple of the pieces that I had my eye on here at the mall. Oh my, isn't this ballerina dress just so cute? That would be such a good display in a little girl's room, even though it's probably not old, definitely not old. It has clear straps, but I love it and I love the color. Brenda has so many marble pieces. I wish, like I love it on the dark wood, but at my house, my counters just, I don't know, it clashes. It just does not look good, but very tempted. They are extremely heavy. This is a cool little bowl. Everything here is 50% off. So I'm trying to pay attention. This looks like chalkware, but it's actually plastic. She has such good displays. This piece of art is gorgeous. I love the bell cloche. And then these ironstone platters all have some embossing on them. They're marked on the bottom and they all match. Okay, I lied. They all have different markings, even though their pattern looks similar. This one actually is a little bit different. So forget what I said about being the same pattern, but they're all 28, so that would make them 14. Here is another one. Hopefully you can see it since I got the lighting there with me, but it is 38, so half off. Has a little bit of staining, but still super cute. Oh, this little bed is so cute.
Yeah, see?
With the moss and the pots and the valentines. Yeah, it looks good. When I did the centerpiece, yeah. I mean, it's just a log you had somebody cut, right? But it looks really cool.
Yeah, I don't even know where it came from, but
I like it.
I've had it all pretty much.
I really kind of like this stool, and Kara has it priced so cheap for $6. It looks like it's been recovered a couple times. I studied on it a little bit because it looks like somebody did some leather here, and then they've added some padding and this upholstery to the top, but it's so cute. And actually, now that I look at it, I think this is a newer leg and this is an older leg, but still $6. Well, here's a brass owl trivet, and it is $4. So some things are going to be dated, and if for today if it's dated in before 10/1, then it's 50% off. This one is really cute. Of course, it's green, so I love it, and I think this one would be 50% off. Looks like here is another little one, also green, has some advertising on it. And it would also be $4. I am liking this dog here. He's pretty good size and $12. And then the Saint Bernard, he's calling my name too, and he would be half price. Originally $15. These fun homemade trees are $8 and $4, and tempted to get them, but I'm just kind of burnt out with Christmas right now. I absolutely love the color of this one. It's $30, and then it looks like they've gotten some new wire so that it could actually be hung. It is not marked on the bottom. These are plastic. So the copyright's in Roman numerals, but Sirocco, great condition. And Garfield. I really like this plant stand. It's marked India. It is $50. It's 2 pieces. And this top piece is really in pretty good condition, but the bottom, I don't know if you can see, it's rocking. And there is a little bit of a rust spot, but I don't think any amount of cleaning is gonna fix, and I'm not sure if that is a deal breaker or not. Oh my goodness, this makes me think of Stephanie at In With the Old Goods. I'll put her exact handle here at the bottom, but she collects little baskets, and these are so good. This must have been somebody's collection because they are all different. This stool is really tempting. It's $65. There's not enough, you know, profit margin for me, but I just love it. This top is like, I don't even know. I thought it might be linoleum at first, but it wrinkles, see? So it's some kind of vinyl maybe, but I just love the crackling, the color. It's a little bit bigger than the one that I saw at Antiques, Iowa, and it is more expensive, but I don't know, stools call my name. Okay, I'll kind of piece some things out based off of where I purchased them. So I ended up only getting one thing at Antiques, Iowa, and it was this framed watercolor. I just loved it. It does have a signature down there. I think just because it's like a landscape and the coloring, I really liked it. I like the extra large matte and the gold and black frame, and I'm gonna have to look. This was $14, so I thought that was a great price. And there was another stool that I showed in the video that I thought, you know, depending on how my day went, I would probably just swing back by there and pick it up. There were maybe a couple other things that I was eyeing as well that I just didn't pull the trigger on because I didn't want to spend all my money and then want to spend a lot somewhere else at Brenda's since she was closing. The stool especially, it has been there for forever. So I'm not too worried about it being gone even when I go up there again. So I don't have a regular, you know, routine of going up to Story City and shopping Antiques, Iowa anymore. There for a while, one of the years that Kellen was going to Iowa State, I was trying to go up and see him and take him out to eat. So I would go up and shop and normally hit up Story City just because of how his schedule worked out. Well, this year, pretty much anytime he has time off, he is working. So it hasn't really worked out the same this year. So I haven't gone north as much this year. But Story City is a nice mall. Antiques, Iowa, it is a nice mall. So if you are driving by, it's right on the interstate. Be sure to shop. Then I went over to Jewell because that's where the couple shops were that I needed to visit. And at Kara's shop, we ended up just doing a swap. So she had bought something off of me, which is actually going to be a gift to her husband. And so I had store credit. And this brass candlestick holder, I don't know, it just is unique and different. I mean, to me, it's almost like it should hang on the wall, but your candles aren't going to be going out like that. So it was just different brass. I loved it, so I grabbed it. And then Kara had been to, I think she said, an estate sale where this guy who had carved a ton of things was selling his stuff. I don't know if he'd passed away or not. And it is dated here in the bottom, and his name is on here, but now I can't read that one. 12/18/90, and honestly, I can't read that one either. So the guy like signed all of his stuff, and he had a few of these like turned pedestal dishes, compotes, whatever you want to call them. But I liked these two. One, they would make a great cloche base. They're great if you want to set them by your sink and have, you know, all your bottles there kind of corralled. A lot of times, a simple tip for decluttering your house is it's fine to have 3 bottles of soap by your sink, but if you put them on a tray, it automatically makes it seem like one thing and less busy, less cluttered. So just a tip for you. But these two, they are slightly different sizes, and I just liked how they looked like this. Now, I'm not a jewelry person, but I could envision putting brooches or necklaces or earrings or something on each level, just kind of as a way to display your jewelry pretty. So that was just another thing that popped into my head if somebody wanted to stack them. Then I went to Brenda's, and I'm trying to think. This was the second weekend of her sale. So the first weekend, I want to say maybe she was 25% off. And I really wanted to get there because I knew people would be there the first weekend that she had her sale. but I couldn't. Just scheduling didn't allow it. And then I almost thought that I wasn't going to make it this last time for 50% off because my truck started leaking something and it was back by the rear axle, and we just assumed, I can't even remember what it's called, but is that the powertrain? I don't know. So we figured it was going to be something, but it should still be under warranty. And it was going to be something that was going to take a few days. Lucked out, it wasn't something that was going to take a few days. It just took one day, but it was under warranty. So a smaller version of whatever my husband was thinking it was going to be. So anyway, I actually had a vehicle to go up and shop. So I had already purchased something off of her stories, and that was a suitcase stack. So at the old house when we lived in Centerville, I do have a house tour here of that place when I was getting ready to list it, and I'll put it up here so you can watch it. But I had suitcases stacked as my side tables at my bed, and I really liked it. But when we moved, I literally sold everything humanly possible from both the house and the shop because I did not want to physically move it. I didn't know what I would want to decorate with when we were here in the new house, and I like thrifting and going antique shopping, so why not just buy new? Buy used, buy new old stuff. How about that? And fast forward, any suitcases that I purchased, I have sold, and I have a cool suitcase rack or holder that doesn't have any suitcases on it now. So when I saw these, I was like, I love the colors and they're affordable, so I'm gonna put them on that. All that to say that I still would probably list them because they're cute. And I guess I could show you the inside. The inside of this one has like the wardrobe thing, but it is green. And somebody put a big Mama Jamma lock on here, so they must have really wanted it to stay closed, but it is in really good condition. Then I'd seen this in her stories as well, and her photos and stuff that she'd shared over, however long that she's had it probably. And I just really liked it. You know me and worn stools. This is actually a kneeling bench, she called it, because it is kind of slightly angled. Although I could see it as a footrest too, and just, you have your toes higher than your heels. But love what would this be? Like a chunk of carpet. And you can tell at some point it has been covered with something else. You can see some floral here that had been stapled on, and then someone had removed it. So it was $22, but 50% off. And upstairs is an apartment that when they weren't using as an apartment, she would open it with retail stuff. This was up there. It wasn't marked. Excuse me. I want to say she sold it to me like for $15 and then 50% off, but don't hold me to that. What is this? St. David's Star. I am Methodist, so I do not know. I can't remember. But religious, you could think of it as religious or not religious, because if you put it on like your open shelving and then you layered something in front of it, it looks like a beautiful, brass tray, and forget the religion part. But anyway, whatever this is, I'll put it down here because I'm sure people are yelling at me. But it's nice and heavy and just really well done. There's no markings on it as far as like I saw when I was looking at it as far as a maker's mark, but love the brass. And then I got this wall hanging, and I don't know, to me it almost looks like it used to be a pillow. So it was $18 and then 50% off. The ribbon on it to me is like newer and doesn't go with the wall hanging. So like this and this just doesn't go. So I really thought it was a pillow, but I kind of checked and it doesn't look like there's any opening. Now all of it actually, yeah, I think it was a pillow because this looks like it's hand stitched. Like someone looped it. I can't remember what that kind of stitch is, but the other three sides are machine stitch. It says specially handmade and fashioned by Maud Emmons. So it even has a little tag by the lady that made it. I just actually borrowed my mom's seam ripper because you're gonna be so proud of me. Something I got at the Iowa State Fairground Flea Market like 6 months ago that has ugly ass yarn on it holding this crazy quilt together. Actually I didn't get the seam ripper for that. I was just gonna use scissors. My son wanted the seam ripper, but anyway, I got some thread and stuff so I can actually fix that. But while I have my mom's seam ripper, because I do not have one, I will rip that out and then I'm gonna put it as a pillow. I don't know. What do you think? Should I just get rid of all this crap that's on it and sell it like this closed up? Or should I stuff it like a pillow? Because to me, this is all gappy and is gonna be a pocket, if that makes any sense. I'm rambling. I think that it's funny, not funny, that if you watched my thrifting the south side of Des Moines video, and I'll link that here. And anytime I talk about a video or a blog or anything like that, I put it down in the description. Everyone was so pissed at me for thrifting the south side of Des Moines because I said it was sketchy. Well, I didn't even go back and watch the video, so I don't know what exact words I said, but what I was calling sketchy was St. Vincent de Paul on 6th, not the south side of Des Moines. St. Vincent de Paul on 6th was the parking lot that I was sitting in, which I don't even consider the south side of Des Moines. It's more like the middle of Des Moines. And even though I think St. Vincent de Paul on 6th is a little sketchy, I still go there pretty much weekly. Why is it sketchy? Well, let's see. One time when I was there, a lady was walking around with her skirt up and had no underwear on, okay? Multiple times, because there's a homeless shelter really close and the hospital really close, have been guys walking around in just a hospital gown. Another time, I can't remember exactly what happened, but some lady was talking to the worker and I don't know, she didn't lock her car, or somehow we got talking about locking cars, or they did. I was just listening to their conversation, and they're like, you have to go lock your car. Things get stolen here. Don't even have anything valuable by your window. Cars get broken into all the time here, and blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, make an announcement, make sure everybody has their car locked, and blah, blah, blah. Because it's a sketchy area. And if you are a woman and you go shopping by yourself, I'm hoping you are on alert pretty much anywhere you go these days. But I feel like my personal experiences there warrant me calling it sketchy, because I do try and be more alert and pay attention. But I was not referencing the south side of Des Moines as sketchy. And I'll bring it up too that I am a premenopausal woman. And so anybody who is my age or older, when your hormones are shifting, you say stupid stuff. I mean, your brain, I think I'm saying one thing and I'm saying something else. Ask my kids, my husband, or I am trying to talk and tell a story, and I'm like, can't even think of a normal word that I have said every day my entire life. I mean, common sense and your ability to talk just goes out the window sometimes when you are menopausal. So calm down, everybody, in your comments. But also, thank you for your comments, because that makes the video do really well. But be nice. Okay, I will always try and be nice. And if I ever say something that's not nice, then one, I'll think it's warranted because I just gave you examples of sketchiness. And yeah, but I try to be nice. I feel like I'm overall a nice person. When I was at Brenda's, JB Knacker's, and I say JB Knacker / Jen and Tarnish because she kind of had closed her shop another time and her daughter had this one, and then she kind of started helping her daughter, and then kind of they married together, mother-daughter kind of thing. So they both have their own business name though. She suggested that I go to Sisters Act, which was in Ellsworth, I think. Again, check the description box. And there I found this little holiday metal wreath with a bell that has the ringer on it. I don't think this leather strap would have probably been original, but I guess I don't know. And so I thought this was really cute. It is weird though, because can you see, I don't know what I'm going to do and how difficult it's going to be, but there's like plastic stuck to the back of it. I'm guessing maybe that's so it didn't tarnish, but I'm going to have to get all of that off now. It's even like that here on the bow. I don't know if you can see it on the front part, but anyway, I thought this was really cute for the holidays. I grabbed, and I don't remember how much that was. Let me look. Get my receipt out here. The bell was $5. Then I got these bookends, which are myrtle wood, and they still have, one of them still has the sticker on the bottom with the old felt. So I need to clean these up a little bit. They're a little bit dinged, but really not bad. And I loved the shape of them. So the bookends, which she wrote down bookmarks, prime example, that lady's mind probably wasn't working because of menopause, because that's something that I would do. And so the bookends / bookmarks were $10. This picture must be, see, I can't think. Must be musicians. What's a bigger word? Not choreographers. You know what I'm trying to say. Beethoven and Chopin are on here. But these are, not concert pianist. Why can't I think of the word I'm wanting to say? But anyway, I just thought this was cute with the little guys' images in there, and their names are there underneath. Sorry, all my lights are glaring. But this picture was $10, and I thought that was totally worth it. I got these brass ducks. Now, when I just like searched brass ducks real quick, all of the brass ducks like this that are wall hangings, they all had their mouths open, which I didn't like, but I didn't see any. And I was just looking quick because it's kind of like make a decision, yes or no, and keep shopping. And these I would like for myself to hang on the wall, but I will probably go ahead and list them. But I didn't find any with the mouth closed. So they do have hangers on them. I don't think that they're marked anywhere on what they are, but they're a nice heavier brass. And then one of the girls that I follow on Instagram, actually there's a couple, I can only just think of the one, but they collect all these like miniature baskets. And these were just so good. There was a whole box of them, which I showed in the clips. Tons of cool baskets, little miniatures, like different styles and different sizes. There's some that are even more teeny tiny than this. And anyway, I reached out to her to see if she would want me to buy these and sell them to her cheap, but she wanted to just find them on her own, which I understand. When you are collecting something, especially when you are a reseller, you see so much of so many things that sometimes you just want to find things on your own. So this one has a made in China sticker, but I mean, these are just so good. It's obviously somebody's collection because there's so many different styles and sizes and just so good. So the whole box. So originally they had on there 50 cents each, and I counted them all up. I sorted a few out that I didn't want, and I just asked her if they would do a better deal, because I think it was going to be like $23 if they were all 50 cents each. And she said, oh, I'll just sell you the box. And so I got the box for $3. So I think what I'm going to do on my listings is just do like a few, maybe like a grouping of 5 baskets and do some little bundles and then sell them that way. And I really am not sure what to sell them at when I was looking. And again, I need to study a little bit more. But these were anywhere, I mean, some people have baskets at like $20 each. Some people had them probably more like averaging $4. So I'll probably be towards the cheaper range since I got them so inexpensive. Sometimes it's nice to be able to pass a deal on to you, but so many and so cute. So that's everything that I picked up today. Be sure to go over to thejunkparlor.com so you can shop my finds from today and everything else that's on the website because there are hundreds of items over there. If you enjoyed antique shopping with me and seeing my haul today, please make sure to click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notified the next time a video comes out. Know that I appreciate you being here and watching, and I will see you next time.